I am a crypto artist. Some say NFT artist. I started off making dank rares, which is like off the rare Pepe stuff. So basically like meme art. I started off with that. Started minting on Bitcoin. There's a token network called Counterparty, and that was the first iteration of tokenization on the blockchain. Started off with that, and then I moved over to the super rare known origin platforms, and started making more personal work there. And from that point on, from 2018 to 2020, it was just, good times from there. And just kind of traversed different platforms, Rarible, Tezos, and so forth. So that's my journey thus far. The question, like, what is crypto art to me is, for me, it's more enjoyable to make artwork and mint it on the blockchain and make like a timestamp. So it's almost like a historical record. You're saying something and you're preserving it. So it's like this, historical timeline, and for me, it's just I have fun with it. That's like the #1 thing for me. So when I ask like myself, what is crypto art? It can be anything. With the NFT thing, it's a token, but the abstraction that you put on the token for me is the most playful thing, I guess you could say. And so for me, crypto art is kind of open. I think that's the best part of it, is like artistically, you can look at it from so many different angles, and I'm having fun with that. The very beginning, it was the rare Pepe thing. It was like a lot of us were just a bunch of meme nerds, and when we found out that there was one guy that made an asset, and it's like, oh, he's trying to preserve memes, let's check this out. And so went into a Telegram, checked it out, and we all just kind of were like, well, we're gonna start making these cards and this artwork. And then from that point on, we grew it to maybe about 2,000 people in the Telegram. It was a worldwide thing. There was like Japanese artists, South American artists, people in Venezuela were selling Pepes to live, because during the time it was a lot of like financial upheaval with Maduro and all that. So a lot of stuff was going on, and so from the very beginning, it's like it started off with memes. Like, I can't avoid that, and people want to kind of avoid it, but it's the truth, and that's how we started. Yeah. What is the meme? It's the Mickey Mouse of the internet. It's the most iconic and controversial character. It's morphed into so many different things. Like, it's alt-right hijacked it. It was a symbol of freedom in Hong Kong. It's a normal internet joke. It's transferred. It's transmogrified into so many different things. And for me, I think the beginnings of this, we kind of all collectively decided that this is the most popular thing to express. So we might as well just use the Pepe meme. So it's funny, because it's like, to talk about like the beginnings of art, it's like to say it was memes and stuff. It's really weird, but for me now, it's like, it's kind of funny, So yeah, I think we all collectively just decided that like this was going to be the thing that could be shared the most, and maybe joked about the most, and constantly like copied the most. And so like digital art, it's so fast and transmissive. And that's another thing with the memes. It's like one of those things. It's like a meme can multiply so quickly and just get spread out. And I think like just digital art in general has that same attribute. And so how fast everything goes, it's the common joke like is a week in crypto art world or NFT world is almost like 2 months. It's just everything happens, and you're just watching it and just develop. And so it's been really cool to see. People are trying to bridge the gap between the old art world and the new one, and I think time will play out in that context. There's a lot of people that are trying really hard, and the old art world is stubborn, and they don't want to right now, and it's like, when the internet first came out, I mean, trying to hit somebody over the head with like learning how to do an email. It's like, we're never gonna need this. I do my thing the right way, and that's it, and it took forever. And then finally everybody's using email. So I think like with NFTs and just tokenizing in general, I think people will get used to it, and then it won't be so overblown in the future. It's just gonna be like a normal thing. Like, did you mint it? Where did you mint it? And it's that simple. But for right now, it's like you got all the buzz terms and stuff. And I understand that, because everybody's excited about it. But for me, the most important thing is digital artwork has been finally like accepted and appreciated in a fine art context. So it's changed everybody's lives. Anybody that's a digital artist now has a choice, instead of going to making somebody else's vision, a 3D artist that works for a movie, studio or whatever. Now they can say, okay, I want to do something more experimental just personally. And so at least they have that option. And so for me, that's like the #1 thing for me that's changed everything. So the NFT haters out there, just try it. Like, just give the technology a shot and see what it does, and just play with it. Don't just shoot it off. I'm just saying, like, if you haven't tried it, just mint an art piece, see if you like it. The community's really cool. Most of the OG crypto artists are like angels, so you know you can literally just go and ask them questions and they'll answer it. So, but yeah, I figured, you know, got to talk to them for a second.